What if you don't know what's best for you? What if you just surrendered and allowed what was best for you to come into your life without needing to decide whether it was good or bad and project your positionality onto it? What if you just chose to accept that everything that was attracted into your life was attracted for a reason? And what if that reason was for the highest good? There are no accidents in the universe. There are no coincidences. So instead of having to decide when something happens to you or when something happens in your life or when you receive something or when you don't, instead of having to decide whether it's good or bad, what if you just accept it? What if you have gratitude for it, for everything you've been through and everything you're going to go through? What if you just surrendered? What if you had faith that everything was going to work out? What if you had faith that every step of the process was happening exactly as it's supposed to for your highest good? This is challenging, but what makes it so much easier is choosing. Constantly reminding yourself that you made this choice, that you made the choice to be grateful for everything, every moment that you're experiencing, just for the mere reason that you get to experience it, that you exist. Just gratitude for existing, gratitude for where you are, gratitude from where you came from, and gratitude for the direction that you know you're going. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is okay right now. Everything is going to work out because everything is working out right now. What if all your exterior goals and motivations were actually interior? And what if they're available to you right now? Because they are. Everything you want, everything you could possibly desire is accessible to you right now, is available for you to receive right now. You just have to let it in. You just have to accept it. You just have to choose to be in that state. You just have to practice being in that state throughout your day. You just have to make the choice that you want to experience life from a certain perspective, that you want to experience all the good in life, not because of what life throws your way, but because of the truth that you're experiencing within. And it's going to take time. You might not feel that right away, but I'm telling you from personal experience, it's possible. I have been in extremely low states, irrelevant to my circumstances. And I tried so hard to change my circumstances so I would feel better, and I would change the circumstance and I would feel better temporarily. But my baseline state would always return. The feel-good states were temporary when they came from something outside of me that was helping me produce those states. So I became committed to practicing embodying those states regardless of what was happening around me. So why complain? Why have a negative perspective about it? You can choose your perspective. You can choose how you feel throughout anything that's happening. And of course, it gets more challenging if the external circumstances are challenging. But allowing yourself to slip into those negative states are just going to prolong those circumstances. It's going to promote that reality in your life. If you want to change those circumstances, change within first. Your reality is a mirror of who you are. And if you try to change the mirror, if you try to break the pieces and move them around, in the end, it's still going to reflect who you are. That's where the change has to occur. You have to change. You have to decide to experience life differently. It's all a choice. Everything is a choice. Your entire life is a choice, not just your exterior decisions, but your interior decisions as well. All these thoughts that are running through your head, it's a choice which ones you accept. You have the free will. If you meditate and sit down and see all these thoughts crossing your mind, you realize that you don't have too much of a choice over what thoughts are coming up. They're just manifesting from your being. They're thoughts that resonate with who you are in this moment. But if you want to grow into that next version of yourself, be so intentional with which of these thoughts you're choosing to accept, with which of these thoughts you're choosing to put your attention on. If you choose to put your attention on these negative thoughts, more negative thoughts are going to come up and you're just going to be ruminating in negativity. But if you choose to put your full focus and your full attention on thoughts that you know are truthful, that are of love, that are of peace, that are of acceptance, that are of non-attachment, you will feel better. You just have to be able to wait it out. You just have to be so persistent and trust that you will feel better. It might take a moment of just focusing on the positive thought. It might take an hour. It might take a day. It might take years. But I promise you, it is worth it. From my own personal experience of some things taking years to change within, I promise you, it is worth it. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, drop a like, and I'll see you on the next video.